So I want to show you some of the really good classroom management tools that ClassDojo has to offer. These will be good for face-to-face as well as virtual. So I'm going to go over here to my demo class, and down here at the bottom, you see these little icons. So the first thing is you can take attendance. Um, and you can mark off who's here. If it's green, it means they're present. If it's red, it means they're absent. Or if everyone is here, you can just go down here and select mark all present or mark all absent. If you select it again, like I did these and they turned yellow, that means that they're tardy. Or green, the yellow and green means they left early, or it goes back to green. So you can just click it until you get to the one that you need. This is really good for virtual as well because we will have to take attendance, and sometimes even for face-to-face, we don't always remember to do attendance early. Also, this is a really good way for your students to get to learn each other if you say, okay, let's all see who's here today. And, you go down the list to see who's here and who's not here. And then you just click save attendance. And you can do that every day. There's also a timer. So if you have students that are online and you want to give them a certain amount of time to complete a task, you can use the timer or the stopwatch, and you can set it for whatever you want to set it for. And then once it's done, the buzzer's going to go off. They'll know they need to stop their work. You can also use this face-to-face as well. If I click on Toolkit, the timer is also there. There's also a group maker. So if you want to break off your kids into small groups for whatever reason, it will, and you're going to tell it how many students you have per group. And then it'll automatically make groups for you, and you can have those friends work together on a class assignment or a project. Inside a group, the group maker, you can also tell it which students you don't want to group together because they might play a lot or they might be chatty Cathys. So if I don't want Beyonce and Denzel together, I can hit done, and it will never group these two students together if I need a group generated. So see, it put Denzel with Justin and Beyonce with Jennifer. If I go back to my toolkit for my in-person face-to-face teachers, the noise meter you can use, it will let the class know if they're getting too noisy. And that way they can visually see, like if there's red, we're too loud and we want to stay in the green. You can also adjust the sensitivity to how sensitive or how intense you want it to be to pick up the noise. There's also music if you want it to play music in your class. There's active music, there's focus music for while they're working. Today, this allows you to add instructions for what you want them to do. Since they're not really able to read, this isn't a feature we can probably use. Same thing with directions. But think, pair, share. If you like, you could, there's questions in here. You can either add questions just to give your students something to discuss for the day. And you can record their responses. And then also the random feature allows you to pick a student. So if you wanted to call in someone and you can't find your popsicle sticks or whatever you use to call on students, you can select random. Their name will pop up on the screen, and then that will be the student that you can use for whatever you need.